I was struggling with credit card debt almost 10 years ago. I was using new credit cards to pay off existing ones, and it's so embarrassing to admit, but I even did cash withdrawals from my card to invest in the stock market. After I landed a job in banking, I started to actually learn about credit cards, and today I use the credit cards to make money for me. Hey, it's Cass here. Welcome to The Freedom Show. In this video, I will discuss how credit cards work, how the credit card companies make money, and whether you should have one. You'll be surprised to find out the answer. All right, let's jump into it. Firstly, I want to explain a couple of things to you about credit cards and debit cards. A credit card is an unsecured personal loan. The loan limit is loaded onto your card. You can use it whenever you want, but if you don't pay back the owed balance on time, your credit score will be damaged and it will affect your ability to apply for a home or a car loan. A lot of people have actually asked me about what the difference is between a debit card and a credit card. A debit card is attached to your everyday bank account. If your account has enough money in it for a purchase, then you can use it. If it doesn't, you can't. With a debit card, you're using your own money. With a credit card, you're using the bank's money. So, how do credit cards work? As soon as you use your credit card, it triggers a billing point. For example, my card statement's billing is on the 5th of each month. That means if I purchase something on the 8th of March, I'll get a card statement on the 5th of April. In that statement, it will show all of my past transactions and balances that I owe. But here comes the important thing, the grace period. Almost all of the card companies will give you a 25-day grace period to pay off your bills from your statement date. So, based on the above logic, if you spend on the 6th day of any month, then you'll get almost 55 days to pay off your bill. Here's a tip for you. Just because you have a credit card, you don't need to use it every month. Only use it when you're in a dire situation. If you look at your credit card statement, you'll see an item called minimum balance. That means if you only pay that minimum amount specified, you can get away this month, but you'll need to pay the rest of the balance with interest in the next. The interest rate is often between 19% and 24%. So if you're smart, you can use credit cards to your full advantage. Just make sure you pay the whole balance. Quite often people will ask me, if I'm paying my outstanding balance on time and not paying any interest fees, how are the banks making money from my credit cards? Well, some ways they make money include things like merchant fees. Credit card transactions go through several terminals, from the card issuer to the merchant and to the issuing bank. The banks earn merchant commission fees. Every time you use a card for online shopping, the chances are you're paying between 1.5 and 2.5% in fees. These fees are shared between the banks and the merchants. Also, banks often let retailers use their point of sale machine to take money from customers, and the bank earns a monthly commission from this point of sale service. A lot of credit cards, especially ones that offer rewards or reward points, have annual fees. Quite often, the more rewards that you get from a card, the higher annual fee you're going to need to pay. As an example, one reward point could be worth between 30 cents to 70 cents, depending on the card company. 50,000 Amex reward points could equal anywhere between $250 to $500. So, when looking at cards that offer rewards, just make sure you have a little think about whether it's worth paying higher annual fees for higher reward points. Let me know in the comments section if you use a credit card like this. Also, there are late fees, balance transfer fees, cash advance fees, airport lounge usage fees. Oh my goodness, there are a lot of fees. So if you use a credit card, it's pretty much guaranteed that you're going to be paying one of these fees. Honestly, my suggestion is just to use a debit card. There's no fees involved. So, should you get a credit card? Well, it depends. If you're a young professional and don't travel more than twice a year via airplane and can spend about $2,000 to maintain your life, you really don't need one. However, if you're a small business owner and you travel a lot, a credit card could actually be good for you. You can use credit cards for your business purchases and earn reward points and use those points for traveling. Also, you can potentially get free travel insurance. I actually got a really cool benefit from a credit card once, private airport lounge usage. In 2017, I had 13 hours stopover in Singapore, but I didn't want to go outside the airport. So I used the lounge and took all of the lounge service benefits. I paid only $50. So if I'm getting cool things like use of a private airport lounge, why aren't I suggesting that people use a credit card? Well, It's mostly because once you have a credit card, it's really hard to distinguish between paper money and plastic money. A lot of people will have the tendency to spend, even though they don't have the actual funds to buy a product or a service. You just feel that purchasing power in your pocket. Personally, when I use my credit card frequently, I quite often spent my card limit on unnecessary things which I didn't really need. Now I use my debit card first and I know my spending limit. In conclusion, I would say you need to consider your spending habits and your life goals to help you determine whether you need a credit card or not. But quite frankly, unless you're a business owner, you don't really need a credit card. A credit card is nothing but a personal loan that has a really high interest rate attached to it. So if you've hung around this long, thanks for watching. Did you like the video? If so, please subscribe to my channel. In the next video, I will share some secrets on how to make money using a credit card. If you're interested in learning about stock market investing, NFTs, cryptocurrency investing, come on and check out my playlist. Alrighty, well, that's it from me today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.